My mindset here is different. The crisp air of the Pacific Northwest, where I grew up, feels a little more pure than anywhere else I've been. Maybe it's the sea air or the dense old-growth forests filtering out pollution, but it makes me feel at peace. When I run here, I never go too fast, since the stillness of the forest envelops me. The scent of these evergreens lingers in the breeze. The trails wind through these ancient trees, the ground so soft under my feet. Each step is a form of meditation that brings me closer to nature and farther from the stresses of whatever can be happening in my career as an adventure filmmaker. This may just look like a normal trail run, but what you're seeing is a vital part of my creative process. It's a moment to unplug, to clear my mind, and to find balance. But before we dive into the benefits of rest, let me explain what I'm doing here. I grew up on these magical islands off of Washington State, and getting here is quite a journey. This time around, since I didn't want to miss a single moment on the islands, I opted out of taking the ferry, a slower option, and took the fastest mode of transportation there is up here, the seaplane. As the propellers start up, we slowly glide away from the dock, leaving Seattle behind. The plane gently lifts off the water, and soon we're soaring above the coastline. It's a quick escape from the daily grind with just the sound of the engine and my camera shutter, as the views were too good to not capture. The blue of the water stretches out to the horizon, dotted with small islands and boats. We pass over dense forests of fog and quiet beaches, the kind of places that make you want to drop everything and explore. It's a short flight, but it feels like its own little mini adventure, a perfect way to start my trip. As we approach the island I grew up on, the landscape shifts to rocky shores and tall evergreens. The pilot gently brings us down as we skim across the water, landing smoothly. It's a seamless transition from the sky to this peaceful island paradise. Just a quick seaplane ride and I'm here, ready to relax. Adventure filmmaking is a demanding career, often romanticized for its thrill and excitement. But behind the adventures and compelling stories lies a reality filled with pressure, and in my case, a relentless pursuit of perfection I put on myself to continue to outdo what I've already done. When I started this journey, I believed that success would come from relentless effort, perfecting every frame, mastering every edit, pushing the boundaries of my craft. But over time, I learned that true growth as a filmmaker doesn't just come from technical mastery, it comes from nurturing the whole person. Being here in the Pacific Northwest offers a unique form of therapy. The gentle beauty of the landscape, the sound of the ocean lapping on the rocks, and the distant calls of birds create a serene backdrop that is both grounding and inspiring.
Okay, this is my first open water swim ever. I've been diving more into swimming as a way to continue to exercise while I've been healing from a foot injury, and I love it. I love swimming, and so now I'm gonna do my first open water swim, and we're gonna see how it goes. Just stretching things out.
It's in these moments that I find clarity. A reminder that life is not just about the next project or the next big adventure. It's about being present, about appreciating the journey as much as the destination. Being back here in my hometown, I'm often greeted by familiar faces. I guess that's what happens when growing up on a small island. After running into our old family friend Robbie, who's now a captain of a whale watching boat, he invited us out onto the water with him. In talking to Robbie and hearing about his boating adventures all over the world, I was reminded how there's so much more to life than the hustle. Life is about community, about the small joys and the shared stories that make us who we are. Here, I'm not defined by my work, and my identity is wrapped up in who I am, not what I do. As filmmakers, we are often caught up in the pursuit of capturing the perfect shot or telling the perfect story. But the truth is, filmmaking is just as much about the people behind the lens as it is about those in front of it. It's about empathy, about understanding the depth of human experience. This understanding doesn't come solely from technical skills, it comes from life experience, from engaging with the world beyond the camera. That's why I try to dedicate my time to holistic learning, to exploring topics far removed from filmmaking. Whether it's listening to podcasts on songwriting, reading about the benefits of a plant-based diet, or watching YouTube videos about a new skateboard trick I want to learn, these experiences can significantly enrich my perspective and make me a better storyteller.
Never fall unless it's you I fall into. I was lost in the darkness.
The stories I aim to tell are not just about adventure. They're about human spirit. They're about the mothers who take up mountain biking because their sons inspire them. The teachers who go above and beyond to build canoes for their students. The mountain guides who share their love for the outdoors with others. These stories are grounded in empathy and connection, and the more I cultivate these qualities in myself, the more authentically I can capture them in my work. In the past, I would measure my successes by the projects I completed, the accolades I received. But now I realize that my true success lies in the relationships I build, the lives I touch, and the stories I tell. It's about being more than just a filmmaker. It's about being a human being, fully present and engaged with the world around me. This realization has shifted my focus from just honing my craft to also nurturing my well-being, whether it's through physical activities like trail running and swimming or through mental health practices like journaling and therapy. These efforts help me maintain a balanced life. Here in my hometown, I find the perfect setting for this balance. The island's natural beauty and close-knit community offer a respite from the high-pressure environment of filmmaking, an environment I often make for myself. Here, I can take a step back, breathe, and appreciate the simple things. It's a place where I can be myself, free from the expectations and demands of my career. It's a reminder that life is not just about the next big thing, but also about the little moments that make it all worthwhile. As I walk down to the beach in front of my house, overlooking the Salish Sea, watching the sunset paint the sky in hues of orange and pink, I'm reminded of the importance of these moments. They ground me, offering a sense of peace and clarity that fuels my creativity. It's in these quiet, reflective times that I find the inspiration to tell stories that resonate, stories that capture the essence of the human experience. Filmmaking, at its core, is about connection. It's about connecting with the people we film, with the audiences who watch, and with ourselves. By taking the time to step away, to engage in activities that nurture my soul, I become not only a better filmmaker, but also a better person. It's a continuous journey of growth and self-discovery, one that requires me to balance the demands of my career with the needs of my well-being. So to all the filmmakers and creatives out there, remember that your well-being is just as important as your work. Take time to explore the world beyond the camera, to engage with different perspectives, to connect you with people and places that inspire you. In doing so, you'll find a deeper, more authentic connection to your craft and the stories you tell. Because at the end of the day, the most compelling stories are the ones that come from a place of genuine understanding and empathy.
Okay, so the sun just set and we are gonna head back inside, wait a little bit for it to get a little bit darker because there is a chance that we will see bioluminescent plankton in the water tonight. It's this beautiful glowing phenomenon that happens. We don't get to see it often, but I think tonight we have a chance. So let's see what we can do.
Okay, I have quite a low shutter speed and ISO's cranked to the top, but you can kind of see it. Not the highest quality image, but still pretty cool. Also, can we just acknowledge it's 11 p.m. The Sony's at 256,000 ISO, and this is the image that we're getting? That is pretty crazy. I'm filming stars. Whoa. As I wrap up my time on these islands, for now, and head back to Boulder, Colorado for a busy few months of filmmaking, I feel a sense of peace, not just from being at home with loved ones, but from the connection I've rekindled with myself and my surroundings. This mindset is something I'll carry with me, a reminder that taking time for oneself is not a luxury, but a necessity. It's what allows us to create with passion, to tell stories that matter, and to live a life full of meaning and purpose. And that ultimately is what makes us not just better filmmakers, but better humans.
Anything you'd like to say to the camera?
I love you, Rue. I'm proud of you. And you make me happy. You make the whole world happy with your creative storytelling and your beautiful heart. You're the best.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome, Rue.